Hello, hello, and welcome to you. I am Shoshana, and today we're going to be doing a Chinese astrology reading for the roosters. So let me go through the list before I forget. We're going to go down the list. If you are born a rooster, you would have been born in the following: 1945, 1957, 1969, 1981, 1993, 2005, 2017. The next time that we're going to have the year of the rooster is going to be in 2029. So if you were born in 45, you are wood, 57 fire, 69 earth, 81 metal, 93 water, 2005 wood, 2017 fire. So those are your elements, okay? So now that we've got that out of the way, let's put this to the side. How's everybody doing? So for Chinese astrology, the New Year's for Chinese cultures don't begin until February. And for indigenous cultures, some Mayan beliefs are that the new year doesn't begin until March. So today is January 15, 2024 in the Western world. And let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to go ahead and begin with our traditional Lakota cards. Okay, roosters, tuning into your energy. Roosters, roosters, roosters. So definitely the year 2023 oh my gosh, I can't talk. 2023 has been all about self-improvements and breakthroughs for you. And 2024 is so exciting. I'm so excited for you because you are one of the few signs that I've done so far that are actually excited. You're excited about the new year, and you are aware that something wonderful is going to come into your life this year that has not come into your life your whole life, roosters. You have been yearning for a lifestyle or experience that you have not had the opportunity to have in your whole life. And I feel like this is the year where it's going to happen. You're going to reach that quota. You're going to reach that amount. You're going to reach that goal. Or you're going to start going towards that direction. And exactly as we're speaking about this is the card that comes out. This is all about motion. This is all about manifestation. This is the card that you need to focus on for this year. So the biggest mistake that you can do as a rooster in 2024 is allow this year to tell you anything at all. If you're coming into 2024 expecting this year to tell you this and tell you that and give you this and give you that, that's not it. I see your enthusiasm. I see that you are coming into this year with open arms. And that's the exact mindset that you need to have. But here, there is a sense of responsibility where you can't come in undecisive. You have to come in decisive. You got to make a decision and you have to stick to it. You cannot allow yourself to get distracted the way that you do. You cannot let things just linger around in the office. You have to get things filed and get things done. Get your passport if you don't already have one. Get your divorce documents if you don't already have them. Get your custody, whatever it is that you need to do, getting all your ducks in a row. Because this year is also just as eager as you are, because in a way it's like a reflection of ourselves. The way that life reacts to us a lot of times is a reflection of how we're feeling inside. Not all the time, but often. So it's life and universe, source is going to see your enthusiasm for change. Sees your courage to change. But it's also going to depend on your decision making. What is the inner work? Inner work for roosters. Inner work. Do not allow your excitement to make decisions for you. So if something excites you, don't be like, oh, this is exciting, I'm going to decide on this. Do not make that mistake either, because then you might, cut off a little bit more than you can chew. For the inner work, you're being asked to be more observant this year. Not so much on impulse or compulsive actions or compulsive behavior, but more of an observer. Even though you have the energy to be all over the place, it's important for you to harness that extra energy and use it more towards energy training while sitting and observing. So you can be sitting down and observant, but mentally you're doing martial arts. You know what I mean? You're going to be very receptive to shifting energy around subconsciously. So it's very important for you to take care of things in all dimensions or all timelines as you go throughout the year. So let's say that you want to cut a certain cord. Let's just say you want to cut a cord, okay? Let's say you want to cut a cord with a negative lifestyle. So you declare, I'm cutting this cord with this negative lifestyle for all lifetimes, for all timelines that are related to that negative cord that you're cutting. And you cut multiple cords at once. The spiritual advice is for you to reconnect with the Holy Spirit, for you to reconnect with a higher consciousness, for you to connect with Source, for you to connect with home base, for you to connect with your higher self. Because if this is here, it usually means that there was a disconnection that occurred. And that's why you're feeling floppy, because there was a disconnection. You did something that disconnected you from your higher self. And you know what that is. You know exactly what that is. Roosters, you're going to have to work on your boredom, because a lot of times this year, your boredom is going to lead you to relapses and overindulgence. And relapses and overindulgence are going to lead you to debt and poverty, and you won't be able to afford to do what you're meant to do if you are spending your money on things that are not going to serve your highest good. tapping into your higher wisdom. We just got through talking about that. Tapping into your highest wisdom, your highest self. Both of these going together beautifully. Okay, so no effing around this year, roosters. Consider yourself warned. You're like the dragon. You're gonna be like the dragon this year that's gonna have temptation all over the place. And you're just gonna have to resist. You're gonna have to resist the temptation. Grounding energy from the northeast indicates the beginning of a new cycle. Be calm, meditate, reflect upon your accomplishments and lessons learned. Engage in emotional and physical cleansing to elicit new ideas. Make the best of your timing. Okay? So try to be in solitude. And like I said, when you're bored, work on energy training. I am nervous for you because I feel that you're just not going to be able to tell the difference between a blessing and a temptation that needs to be resisted. Okay. What colors does Rooster need to work on this year? We have mauve. Enjoy clear hearing. Okay, so this year you're going to be blessed with clear hearing. Okay, clear hearing meaning you're going to be able to tune in to yourself, and your own body is going to tell you the difference clearly of whether something is a blessing, an opportunity, or a temptation that needs to be resisted this year. Do not allow distractions to distract you, because there's going to be a lot of booby traps for roosters this year, and you have to learn. You have to learn how to scan where to stay away from. How are roosters doing emotionally? How are roosters doing emotionally? Or what is the emotional advice for 2024? And we have the beautiful carnelian. If there's a stone that you want to wear, carnelian is the best stone to wear. If you can't afford to buy any stones right now, you will, because tax return is just around the corner. And carnelian is a stone that is going to connect with how you are going to be feeling this year. You're feeling positive, excited, energetic, inspired, ready. And you're not going to have time to deal with any negative, toxic people, places, or thing. Nothing low vibrational is going to go well for you this year. It's just not. And if you want to find out the hard way, go ahead. But anything that is low vibes is going to harm you, because you are at a very high vibes this year. You're matching carnelian's energy. And by you wearing this energy, carnelian will tell you, yeah, stay away from that person. Stay away from that house. Stay away from that behavior. Stay away from those activities. Okay. There's way too much that needs to get done. Like, there's a lot that needs to get done. There's a lot of beautiful purple, orange, violet here. And it this year needs to be about continuing the process of last year that we talked about in 2023 was about self-improvements and breakthroughs. Well, because you had self-improvement and breakthroughs does not mean that you're going to throw that all away, right? You want to maintain it. You want to maintain what you experienced and continue it on to what is coming out of it, what is going to come out of improvements. What is going to come out of breakthroughs? What is the next stage that you're going to enter in your life? If you are a healer, if you are a rooster that works in the healing arts, holistics art, TCM, you are going to experience an upgrade this year. You're going to have the ability to improve the skills that you already have, or have things happen faster if you continue this mindset, this marvelous mindset that you have right now, that just this energy that you are in doesn't need anything to bring it down. You know, like, you need to be very overprotective of your ideas, of your decisions, of your thoughts, of your opinions. I would keep them to myself if I were you, because you don't want to jinx them. You know how sometimes when you tell people too much about what you're passionate about, sometimes it ends up not happening because you kind of told someone. I just feel like there's a secret that you need to keep to yourself. And even if you wanted to tell, you can't explain it in words. This is an intention. You are having an intention to have a certain lifestyle. This lifestyle can be off-grid living, or farming, or just a completely different lifestyle than the lifestyle that you've been having your entire life. You are ready for something new. And I think that when you did try to mention it to people, you were disappointed by their reaction, or you were disappointed by their lack of support or lack of interest. And that should be your cue to keep this to yourself. This is something that will be between you and God, between you and your highest self, between you and Source. It does not need to be shared, this beautiful, beautiful, precious plan that you have, because when you have a plan that I can't even explain it in words. When you're on the right path, it doesn't need to be shared. You know, because it's just so perfect as it is. It just doesn't need to be shared, because people, even family members, tend to say things to discourage us from continuing on a certain path that we know is correct, you know, and oversharing can discourage very sensitive people. And yeah, very interesting energy, but I love it. I absolutely love what you accomplished last year. And I can see that there's something that you want to do that is very near and dear to your heart. Okay, so for some of you, there is a communication that needs to go on. It really will vary with all of you. We have aquamarine and healing or communication, healing how we communicate, healing our anger, healing our resentment, healing our honesty, healing our need to lie. You know, sometimes when we're talking to certain family members, we feel like we have to lie to them. And aquamarine is a lot about healing those resentments or those feelings that we need to lie. Being gentle with yourself, and what needs to be communicated with a certain individual is not your plan. You don't have to communicate your plan. You do not have to communicate your intentions. You have to communicate your feelings and where you feel that boundaries were crossed or violated. Or where perhaps you felt a complete lack of emotional support. And we have Healer of the Ages. So a lot of you are going to be focusing on healing this year, focusing on TCM, acupuncture, acupressure, therapy, anything having to do with holistic healing arts, which is healing certain conditions that we have without the use of pharmaceuticals, because we all know that the pharmaceutical industry is very dangerous to get involved with. And yet that's what they prescribe people, and that's why nobody ever gets healed. So it's so important to focus on holistics, alternative medicine, which I really don't like that it's called alternative medicine, because it should be called primary, but it's called alternative medicine. And those are the things that you need to be focusing on this year. And detoxing. You have the power to heal yourself. For some of you, you can't afford a healer. You can't afford a chiropractor yet. You have the power to heal yourself in the meantime. What else for roosters? What else can they expect? Or what else should they work on for 2024? How are you being called to step up and lead? So 2024 is calling you to play a leadership role. Where can you step up and be a leader? Maybe some of you can go to another country and tutor English. You qualify for a leadership role with that energy, roosters. What colors do you need to work on? What colors do you need to work on? I clearly see purple and violet and orange and aquamarine and just these beautiful pastels and golds. I love. It's like the colors of the rooster, all the colors of your feathers is what I'm seeing on the board, which is so beautiful. What colors? Oh, wow. Wow. Regenerate your body. So for 2024, roosters, you need to regenerate your body and perhaps wear some sapphire. You're going to be, that's the energy that you're going to be oozing for 2024. is the energy of a sapphire, specifically blue sapphire. Someone here could be 38 years old, 43. We have 8, 0, 10, and 2 for those of you who are into numerology. And if you can afford it, I would highly suggest if you buy sapphire earrings for the females and a sapphire necklace pendant if you are a male. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. Till next time. Bye.